Auroville. In spite of everything, I think I always been here in spite of everything. Sometimes good, sometimes difficult, sometimes people care, sometimes people don't care. I'm not come for that. I came for Auroville. I met Mother. I had a great privilege. Very short time you were in front of her, but it was like an infinity, at the same time. And once I had met her, I knew I had found my path, and my path did not have to do with these people or those people or the groups. That's something we go through. We can take a stand for this or that. I came for her, and I have always been here for her. And my prayer has always been, how can I serve her? That's my only prayer. I wanted yoga. I wanted the divine. I had zero capacity. I was for so long, my one fear was, what if I have to leave Auroville and can't be here? Because I can't do it on my own. And I knew here there is a hand in the back that moves you, often in spite of yourself. You struggle and all of it, but it moves you. And I think also that my inner being really has been the one that has been in all the large movements leading. And I think what has kept me here also, gratitude. I can't say that. You're asking me now, maybe I will be concerned and worried. I'm not beyond that. But I don't feel any concerns and worries. I feel my concern is, and it's not a worry concern, we have to move. I want to see Auroville. I want to see the funds come. I want to see the city built. I would like to be part of that. Okay? But that is not the worry. It's not the worry that, oh, what if the city is not built? That does not exist. She said, it is there. It is there. I think I have, through these last 5 years, my whole inner life has become so much stronger. My inner contact so much stronger through all these difficulties. What can I ask? There are some very big sorrows in life. But you know what? I love the people who I don't. I think it has brought me some equanimity and some capacity to love beyond being nourished by it. Simply, a love which is much bigger. I have touched on that because of the difficulties, forced me to go there. I have learned we have to collaborate unconditionally. And our own ways are maybe not as important as the fact that the works move forward. I think that has been a big learning. And I think it has been a big learning about human issues. And the fact that, well, if you have it, I have it. And if I have it, you have it. That goes for good and bad. And you can only change yourself. Changing yourself changes yourself. You can't change other people. So you really need, and all of these difficulties and all of this ugliness, actually, if we use it, it's enabled us to try to track it inside ourselves. Because if we can find it in ourselves, we can deal it. You can't change something if you can't see it and you can't name it. So I think that this process has been a very strong process like that. Away from, this one, that, and that one. Yes, sometimes you get very fed up. That is really unavoidable, It's like, do we really have to live with this at this level? No. But that is one part of it. The other part is that, we had Monica Sharma who worked with us for many years. And I think there's quite a few things which sit strong from her learnings also. There are no bad people. There are bad acts. But it is something else, and we see that there are forces that move. So I think the more we can learn to collaborate, doesn't matter who did what when, let's move forward. Yes, because we are really in Auroville, we are all the time touching on human issues. So it is not about creating community where we think alike and then we have it hunky-dory in here. It's about shifting the human consciousness. Talk about the new step in evolution. Look at the steps which were taken. You think they just did skipping rope into it? No, these beings all huge effort when you get a glimpse of change. So Mother is very clear. Unity is there all the time. All are spark of the divine. All have the divine inside us. That is there all the time. We are the divine, we are in the divine is. We have to. We kept saying lately, it's not blind faith the way we talk. But some things we have to decide within ourselves. This is it. So I'm going to stick with that, whether I'm up or down. It's easy when I'm up to feel, oh, unity, it will come. When I'm down, everything looks hopeless. Even in that hopelessness, I'm going to say to myself, I feel like that, but that's not the truth. Truth is there. Now, what is your choice? Do you choose to sit here and feel sorry for yourself, or do you choose to do something which brings you out? Go to matrimony if you have the capacity for that. Otherwise, look at the funny movie. Something which just breaks the pattern. Somebody asked Mother, how can we best serve Sri Auroville? And she said, happy is the best armor you can have. Happiness, nobody can get through when you're happy. So choose happiness. And it doesn't mean that you are flippant and you don't have sorrow for, loved ones that you lose and like that. But you do not help them by wallowing. You actually move the world forward. Best thing you can do for everybody. Auroville is. We have to unravel that is. Mother said it's there. It's all there. We just have to remove these layers of curtains and whatever we have of ideas and mentalities, and this is right and this is wrong. All of our democracy, communism, anarchism, all this comes from the same consciousness, same level of consciousness. It has the same outcome. When we say that democracy is not for Auroville, it's not because we're not looking for equality. We are looking for equality beyond the majority vote. To inherit, we have managed to clear a few pieces for them. And that we have actually managed to, like Khalil Gibran says, shoot them like arrows into the future. That's my prayer. And even for all that we, like every generation, feels like, oh, they're not doing this, because somewhere we expect them to think like us. I want them to be arrows shot in the future, and I believe that it is like that. And Mother is their mother too. So we should not worry, but we should also be very clear. We have to be, discerning. We have to be discerning what we choose and how we move. I think that it's, with all of these followers and stuff we have, all that stuff which goes on the social media, incredible young people are coming. People are coming with knowledge, with aspiration, with all this. I'm not the least. Absolutely. Everything. Name it. My learning from the work I have been doing, I work with this mother symbol, the 12 qualities, the matrimony. And we have from that, different among us, have been working out different kinds of tools with us. These tools have not come. People always say, oh, something mental. No, they really have come from knowledge that has come from above. We know that. And we have seen that knowledge and those tools actually allows us to transcend. I learned from a fellow co-worker now who had one symbol, which is concentric circles, 4 of them, the innermost. Psychic being, the innermost physical, vital, mental, the inner physical, vital, mental, and the outer personality. So somehow when we use these 12 qualities of the Mahatma and Mothers and Shravindus, all that knowledge which is there, in the conversations, when we consciously use them, sincerity, perseverance or something, we use them as a lens or as a filter, whatever you call it. When we kind of put that on psychologically, we actually move into the inner. And we sit conscious in the outer. And you see, I recently learned about Sri Aurobindo. I knew that the thing that he was doing is walking meditation, and he was meditating with open eyes, that has been said. That he all the time was conscious, not going out of consciousness. No escape, not like, oh, I want to be in the bliss. Every time having that in the waking consciousness to enter it into every single aspect of the universe. It's a tremendous work that we can't even fathom. But if you look at that, the consciousness all the time, anchoring the consciousness, it's all happening. I think that one can be anywhere in the world and do what one has to do. I don't think it's better to be in one place or the other. But if one is called, then one should come and should understand that it's a service and that everything which happens with us is about us, ourselves. And that actually when you choose to become a newcomer in Auroville, my experience, what I've been watching for more than 40 years and very much watching in myself, is that when you say, I want to do it, you come as a visitor. Can be very harmonious and sweet. I'm not saying it's disharmonious. It's not. But when you say to her, okay, I want this, then she says, okay, let's stop. And that is, she's all these aspects. She's Mahakali, she's Mahalakshmi, she's Maheshwari, she's Mahasaraswati. You have to learn on all the sides. It's not easy, but it is your learning every time. That other people are stupid, that is their stories. That's not your story. Your story is yours. And everything, every challenge is a ladder you climb.